It's fall of 2019. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm attending a professional conference. I'm representing my company, a Fortune 500 company, in a very professional capacity. It's day one. I'm standing in front of that conference room door, and I'm ready to go in. When I say I'm ready, I mean I'm ready. I'm prepared to step into that room. I grew up in Nigeria, West Africa, and I spent the first 25 years of my life there. My mom loved to cook. My dad was the first of 9 children. More than all that, my parents loved being around people. What it means was that as a young child, our home was always fun. My friends always wanted to be in my house. We had people drop in at odd times of the day. In the morning, late at night, there's always food. We had fun. At the backyard in my house, my dad would put a mattress outside in the evenings for some fresh air, and we would all gather around. We had a table tennis back there as well. It's called ping pong here. And we would play just random games, doubles, singles, rounders. We would have fun and we would laugh at each other, adults and kids. We lived in a gated home, like every other home in that community, but the gate was always open. Our gate made a funny creaking sound, and I always know when somebody is coming. Nobody used the front door. The gate is the only warning that somebody is walking in, and then they come right to the back of the house. It's always fun. As a child as well, I remember my dad loved listening to the news, local news as well as international news. So CNN was always on in my house. I remember listening to the news on CNN and hearing references of third world, about Nigeria and about Africa in general. I couldn't make sense of it. It wasn't in a positive light. And as a child, I struggled to understand what that meant. I couldn't associate the way I felt, the way I saw my people, the joy and happiness in my home, to this perspective on the outside. It's okay. I'm happy. For now, I'm going to just let it go. When I got into the US, I came in through Houston, Texas for grad school. I didn't have any family in Houston. I didn't even have any close friends, but I was good because I had booked my furnished apartment close to the campus. I knew the location of my school. I knew there were grocery stores around. I had organized my airport pickup. So I was ready. I was really excited. A couple of days after I got in, I took a walk to the grocery store to grab some items. When I walked into that store, I didn't know where anything was. So I walked up to the grocery store clerk and I asked, I'm trying to locate powdered milk. Do you know where I can find that? She looked at me with a very bland look. And she said, I don't know what you're saying. Okay. I don't think she heard me. I repeated myself slowly this time. I'm trying to find powdered milk. Can you help me locate it? I'm not sure where it is in the store. Again, a very bland, uninviting look. I have no idea what you're saying. At this point, I realized she's not going to help, or she can't help, or she does not want to help. And I'm pissed. You're supposed to help me. Can you pretend like you care about what I'm looking for? I want to say all that, and I'm about to because this is your job. You should be doing your job. But I can't get angry. So I brace myself and I walk away. When I joined corporate America, my first company was in San Diego, a global organization but we worked with people from all over the US on a daily basis. On one of the sessions, we had an all-day session, and I remembered we took a break, one of those times, bathroom break for everybody to just stretch. And the guy next to me turned to me, just making conversation, "Where are you from?" And I smile and I respond, "I'm from Nigeria, West Africa." He looks at me and he's like, "Wow, how did you get here?" I was a little bit confused about the question, so I asked, "Well, what do you mean?" And he repeats himself, "Well, how did you get here? I mean, is your family trying to come here?" Okay, I think I know what you're saying now, and I don't like it. So I'm going to tell you just that. I'm about to respond. But then I braced myself. This is my professional space. I'm at work. I have my coworkers here. I can't get angry. So I braced myself and I give him a calmer response. I came on an airplane like everybody else coming from Africa. And my parents know they do not want to live here. They love where they live, but they'll probably come visit me. And I walk away. Another incident at my workplace, a meeting room filled with white men and a sprinkle of white women. I'm the only black woman, but I'm used to that and that's fine. I'm getting comfortable enough to ask questions. So when something came up that I needed to provide an input on, I put my hand up and I start to offer my suggestion. Halfway through, I get interrupted. This guy speaks over me and I'm looking at him and I'm looking at the facilitator. Okay, she's going to handle that and get me back on track. But nobody says anything. His point was completely unrelated to mine. And it looks like we were just moving along. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm going to try again. I'm not giving up. 10 minutes later, I put my hand up again and I begin to explain my point. This time, I'm almost going to get everything in, 95% in. And then somebody else grabs my idea and starts to finish up my thoughts. Well, thank you. But guess what? The facilitator gives the credit to him and moves right along. At this point, I brace myself again, tell myself not to be hungry. I tell myself at least the idea got in. I don't get the credit, but I'm going to step down. If I'm only going to get my ideas ignored or stolen, I might as well shut up. Back to fall of 2019, standing in front of that conference room door. When I tell you I'm ready, I am ready. I'm braced. I've got this. I've got a lot of practice. I'm good. So I get ready. I open that door on the first day and I step in and I stop. Okay. I see a sea of black faces. Hundreds of conference attendees. Black faces. This is my professional space. This never happens. Remember that feeling I had when I was growing up as a child? My home, my family, my friends, strangers, that belonging, that is exactly what I feel now. You see, in this room right now, I belonged because I'm not the only woman. I'm not the only Black woman. I'm not even the only Black Nigerian woman. I'm not a unicorn. I actually belonged. And when I step into that room, I feel so much joy because I missed the bracing, but it's okay. I don't need it because this time I'm embraced.